everybody. Today is excitement time. We're gonna make a South Park character. Vector graphics, very simple, very quick. Coming at you from the Makerspace. Sit tight, please comment if you have any questions. Let's get to it. So let's get Kenny, why not? With his hair, double tap that, copy that image. Let's go Command Tab over to Keynote, Command N, find us a new one. Double tap the white one, so it's like a blank slate. Command A to grab everything, delete it. Now, there's our paper. I'm actually zooming my fingers in and out so I get to see right where the ends are of this. That comes in handy later. Might as well make them nice and big, and we'll take it from here. First things first, simple shape, get a circle. Now, what I would recommend is go to Arrange over here and constrain proportions, because we're going to use this circle a lot. And we don't want it getting all wonky. We want it to be an exact circle. That makes it cute. That makes it good and sort of gives a nice balance to everything. Now, Shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm gonna want to put a color in. Go to Style. We're in Format, of course. I'm gonna go for an Advanced Gradient Fill. Gives it another nice little touch. I'm gonna grab this one. This little eyedropper down here lets me choose the color. I'm gonna go with that, and in fact, I'm going to drag this over here, so now it's going to stay there. I'm going to change this one to exactly the same color. To change it, you see this here, I've got to select it so that it turns blue around the outside, or it won't let me change the color. So now it's exactly the same, but go over here to one of these sliders. I'm going to go to HSB, and I can make it just a tad darker. Or maybe a little more orange. So you see it looks a little more like a realistic sort of thing. If I click on this over here, it switches it so that it's no longer going to be a gradient from one side to the other, but starting from the center. For this, I can swap it to the opposite side, move it down a little bit. Now, this is the lighter one, so I'm going to actually add it a little more gradient there. Something like that. You get the idea. Anyway, Shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right where it started. Now I'm going to put that in the back, because I'm not done yet. Now, eyes. I'm going to use this Draw with Pen. This is a really wonderful tool that helps you do really great stuff, far more complicated than what we're actually making today as well. But for today, we're about South Park. So tap, 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 closing the last one. Now I double tap everything, and it rounds out between those 2 points. That's about what I'm after right there. Hit enter, it's done. No fill is going to change to color fill. It's white, perfect already. We don't want to have a line on it, so no border. Now, I'm going to just click this, Command X to delete that, Command D to duplicate that, move it over, Command V puts this back there, send it to the back, yes, so I can see what I'm working on. Send this to the back, we don't need it yet. Now the reason I've grabbed this, because I know this is already perfectly round, and it already has the proportions constrained. So now I can zip it down super tiny, and pop it in the eyeball there. Now, that's selected, hold down the Shift key, tap on this, got them both. Command, Option G, they're grouped. Command D, they're duplicated. Now I've got this up here to flip horizontal. I have other tutorials on this channel that teach you how to customize this. I'm not going to do that here, but if you're lost, if you're in Format over here, you can also flip it over here. Now I got that over there. Now you see it's coming together, right? Back to shape again, Draw with Pen, a simple tap, tap, and then double tap, closes it, double tap this, makes it a line, and it's a little too clean a line, so I'm actually going to drop a shadow on it without too much blur, without too much offset, make it look more like a cartoon. Now, we're going for abouts here, right? This is a quick tutorial. You can spend more time, you get something better. But I'm just gonna now tap just where there's a bend. Really quick like. And you're gonna notice in a second, so there's a bend or a point, pardon me. And you're gonna notice in a second that I'm actually gonna draw on his face, but that's not gonna matter. You'll see why in a second. Let's actually not do that. Let's go this way and that way. Again, I'm just going for abouts here, so No fuss, no muss. Make it nice and quick. That's fine. Now, wherever I want it to be rounded, I double tap. This case here, you notice when I put the cursor over that line, another little point shows up, so I can drag that out like so. Making life easier. Maybe bounce that out a little bit. Double tap that to round it. Double tap that to round it, because we're not looking for exactly the same guy. We're not trying to break copyright, we're just getting inspiration here. Okay, boom, 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 tap on that one. Now, I'm trying to be in a hurry. It's already got a black line, so if I just go for a color fill and make that black as well, it looks like he's got black hair. Now, here's what you always have to do. Tap on your original, delete it, and you'll see where you're at. Look, I already got a South Park character face. Put it back. That wasn't quite covering his face. If I double tap it, I can move that out a little bit. Got some nice Elvis style chops going here. All right, now let's make a body for him. Now these are vector graphics. What that means is, as you can see, they're just one shape on top of another shape, right? So when you're making things, you don't have to worry about what's going to be behind. So think about the layers. If I want to make something similar to this guy, again, draw with pen from shape. I'm not going to give him the hood. I'm not doing Kenny. Tap, 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 tap. I'm going to want that to be a bend. Tap, tap. Ah, I've closed it by accident. Horrible mistake. So just delete that, start again. Don't be afraid to start again. Drawing with pen is tough to begin with, but it's awesome for making stuff, as you will see. Hope you come to love it as I do. Tappity tap. I want that to be rounded. Now I'm going to go right through his face here. Doesn't even matter. Where do I want it rounded? Here, here, and here. Enter. And what color should I make it? Let's, I don't know. Let's go to the color wheel here. You see it's blue. That means I can change the color. Let's go for a nice dark blue. Sure, why not? Do I want a line? No. Now, I'm going to send that to the back. Cut off our original here and see what we look like. Okay, we're coming together a little bit. We want it to be uniform, however. Oops, double tap that back. I don't want that. I made it round again. Don't want that. Try to keep it as uniform as possible, because cartoons are generally uniform. Put that back on there again. Now let's give him some pants. For pants, just even use a plain old square, right? Give him blue pants for now, why not? I'm gonna command duplicate that one, make it a little bit longer, make it a whole lot shorter, drag it over, so now you can see it's in the middle, right? Drag it to the bottom, use these little arrow keys on your keyboard to move it slightly. We're gonna make that one black, those are shoes. Now just a couple more circles. Delete this guy again, command duplicate our big face, because we know it is a circle, perfect circle. Bring it to the front. What color should we, well, he's got gloves on. Or you know what, we could just leave it like this and they could be hands instead of gloves, because we're going for that sort of like pseudo new character feel. Maybe a little bigger. I want to make it a little bigger. Go to arrange over here. Because the proportions are constrained, I can just do it one by one. All right, one more time, click on that. Command D to duplicate. He's got another hand over here. That line means they're aligned, that's great. Here, let's go for a line here. Automatically types up, produces itself here. Let's give him a line here like this guy's got. And let's make that line a little bit thicker. Let's try that. Now, let's get rid of our original. And what do we need to do? Well, this needs to go in the back, that's for sure. And I think that needs to be a little bit longer. Now, let's even get it on his face, because we can move it backwards till it's no longer there. Or we can go right to the back, how about that? And then bring it forward, because it's probably pretty far. There we go. I want that to be thicker. Got ourselves a little South Park character here now. Maybe we want to double tap on the edge of anything you've drawn. Brings back your points. Nice. All right, so that could be your South Park character right there.